Welcome to the Each Day Enough weekly compilation. Experience the complete 7-day journey as the river of generations flows into the rise of a new king. Sit back and witness the full story. This is the legacy and the crown. What if every name recorded here was not forgotten? What if generations were preserved with purpose? What if history itself is a guided line, not random time? Read and see how God preserves every generation. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth's sons, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, Tiras. From these, nations spread across the earth. Ham's sons, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. From them came many peoples and lands. Shem's sons, Elam, Ashur, Arpachshad, Lud, Aram. From Arpachshad, the line continues. To Eber were born 2 sons, Peleg, because in his days the earth was divided. The nations were separated across the earth. Shem, Arpachshad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah, Abram, who is Abraham, Ishmael's sons, Nebaioth, Kedar, Abdeel, Mibsam. 12 princes according to their tribes. Keturah's sons, Zimron, Jokshan, Medon, Midian. These also became nations. Isaac's sons, Esau and Israel. 2 lines diverging in history. Esau's sons, Eliphaz, Reuel, Yush, Jalam, Korah. Chiefs of Edom formed from this line. These are the kings who reigned in Edom, before any king ruled over Israel. Each ruled in their appointed time. Judah's sons, Onan, Shelah. A line that would carry covenant history. Perez, Zerah. From Perez, the line continues, generations unfolding toward promise. Ram, Aminadab, Nahshon, Boaz, Obed. Jesse's sons, Eliab, Abinadab, Shimeah. David, the youngest, yet chosen.
David's sisters and his family, a lineage quietly preserved. Caleb, Hezron, his descendants increasing through generations. Names recorded, line preserved. Jerahmeel's line, firstborn, and his descendants, families branching across time. His descendants multiplied, families, clans, settlements. The line continues outward. Sheshan's household, extended through generations, every branch recorded. Another branch of Caleb, expanding within the same lineage, structure within structure. Caleb's descendants settled in towns, lands assigned, families established, legacy taking form in geography. These are the families recorded, lines preserved through generations. Nothing lost, nothing forgotten. You have seen the names. You have seen the lines. but this is only the record. Read it for yourself. 1 Chronicles, chapters 1 and 2, and see how God preserves history.
From the valley of weeping to the gates of the living God, from the sword of the king to the silence of the grave, these are songs of a God who sees, who leads, who remembers. Step into his light and his truth. Vindicate me, O God, plead my cause. Deliver me from the unjust, you are my strength. Send out your light and your truth, let them lead me to your dwelling. Why are you cast down, O my soul? Hope in God, I will praise him again. O God, we have heard what you did of old. You drove out nations and planted your people. It was your hand, not theirs. You are my King, O God. Through your name we overcome. In you we boast all day. But now you have rejected us. We are scattered, defeated. We have become a reproach. Shame covers our face. All this came, yet we did not forget you. Our hearts stayed true, even in darkness. If we forgot your name, would you not know? You see every heart. Awake, O Lord, do not reject us. Our soul is bowed to the dust. Rise and redeem us in your love. My heart overflows for the King. You are fair, grace is on your lips. Gird your sword, O mighty one. Ride in majesty for truth and righteousness. Your throne, O God, is forever. You love righteousness and hate evil. You are anointed above all. Listen, forget your past. The King desires you. He is your Lord. The bride is clothed in gold. She is led to the King with joy. Her name will be remembered. Hear this, all people. Why fear in days of trouble? Those who trust in riches cannot redeem a soul. The cost is too great. All will perish. Man does not endure, but God will redeem my soul. Do not fear the rich. They carry nothing when they die. How lovely is your dwelling. My soul longs for you. The sparrow finds a home. Blessed are those who dwell with you. Blessed whose strength is in you. They pass through the valley and find springs. They go from strength to strength. One day with you is better than 1,000. You are a sun and a shield. Lord, you restored the land. You forgave and covered sin. Restore us again, O God. Revive us that we may rejoice. You will speak peace. Steadfast love and truth meet. Righteousness and peace embrace. The Lord loves Zion. Glorious things are spoken of her. The Lord records the peoples. This one was born there. All joy is found in him. You heard the cry. You saw the King. You stood in his presence. God hears. God reigns. God restores. Read Psalms 43, 44, 45, 49, 84, 85, and 87. Discover it for yourself. What if a name could survive exile? What if a line could continue even after collapse? What if God was not just recording history, but preserving destiny? Read on and see what remains and what is lost. These are the sons of David born to him in Hebron. The firstborn, Amnon; the second, Daniel; the third, Absalom. 6 were born to him in Hebron, where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. In Jerusalem, these were born to him: Shimeah, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon. All these were David's sons, besides the sons of the concubines, and Tamar was their sister. The son of Solomon was Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son. Generation by generation, the kings of Judah stand. From Hezekiah to Josiah, the line continues. The sons of Josiah: Johanan the firstborn; the second, Jehoiakim. But the line begins to fracture. The descendants of Jehoiakim: Jeconiah his son, Zedekiah his son. Exile approaches. The sons of Jeconiah, the captive: Shealtiel his son. Even in Babylon, a line remains: Zerubbabel, Hananiah, Pelatiah. What God preserves cannot be erased. The sons of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Judah's line spreads outward. These were the sons of Hur, the father of Bethlehem. Jabez cries out. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers. He called upon the God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my border, that your hand might be with me, and that you would keep me from harm." And God granted what he asked. The clans of Judah grow: Chelub, Mehir, Eshton. Identity begins to settle in the land. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh: Eru, Elah, and Naam. The line widens, influence grows, strength multiplies across generations. The sons of Shelah, the clans of the house of linen workers. They were the potters and inhabitants of Netaim. They dwelt there in the king's service. The sons of Simeon: Nemuel, Jarib, Zerah, and Shaul. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, each name counted. They lived in Beersheba, Molada, and Hazar Shul. These were their cities until David reigned. The people find their ground. In the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, they destroyed their tents. They settled in their place because there was pasture for their flocks. They struck the remnant of the Amalekites and have dwelt there to this day. Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, defiled his father's couch. His birthright was given to the sons of Joseph. Though Judah became strong, the birthright belonged to Joseph. The sons of Joel: Shemaiah his son, Gog his son. They lived in Aroer, as far as Nebo in Baal-meon. They multiplied greatly in the land of Gilead. The sons of Gad lived over against them in the land of Bashan. All of them were enrolled by genealogies in the days of Jotham, king of Judah. They made war, and they cried out to God in the battle. He granted their entreaty because they trusted in him, for the war was of God. The people of the half-tribe of Manasseh lived in the land. They were very numerous, mighty warriors, famous men. But they broke faith with the God of their fathers. They played the whore after the gods of the peoples of the land. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, and he carried them away into exile to this day. A line can grow, a name can rise, a people can settle, but unfaithfulness breaks everything. Yet even in exile, God preserves what he chooses. Read 1 Chronicles 3-5. See what remains and what is lost. A man watching evil succeed while he stayed faithful and got nothing. His feet almost slipped, his faith almost broke, but one step into the sanctuary changed everything he thought he knew. Psalms 73, 77, and 78 are waiting. Read them and find what he found. God is good, he says, but his feet almost slipped trying to believe it. No struggles, strong bodies, free from burdens others carry, pride worn like a necklace, violence like a garment. Their eyes swell with abundance, and they mock heaven itself. Even God's people turn and drink their words. They say, "How can God know? Does the Most High even care?" All in vain. He kept his heart clean, washed his hands in innocence, and got nothing. One step into the sanctuary, and everything changed. Slippery places, sudden ruin, swept away in a moment. He was like a beast before God and didn't even know it. Nevertheless, you hold my right hand. Flesh may fail, but God is the strength of his heart forever. Those who are far from God will perish, but for him, nearness to God is his good. He cries loud, and God stretches out his hand, but his soul refuses to be comforted. Will the Lord spurn forever and never again be favorable? Has his steadfast love forever ceased? Has God forgotten to be gracious or shut up his compassion in anger? This is his wound, and this is his cure. He remembers the deeds of the Lord, the wonders of old. Your way, O God, is holy. You are the God who works wonders among the peoples. The waters saw you and writhed. The clouds poured out water. Lightning lit up the world. You led your people like a flock and left no footprint behind. Give ear, O my people, incline your ears, what the fathers told. We will not hide from their children. He commanded the fathers, tell your children, so the next generation would know and rise and tell their own, not like their fathers, stubborn, rebellious, unfaithful. Armed and ready, and they still turned back. They forgot what he had done, the wonders he had shown them. Marvels in the field of Zoan, before their father's eyes. He split the sea, and water gushed from solid rock. They sinned still more, demanding food they craved. Can God spread a table in the wilderness? The Lord heard and was full of wrath, fire against Jacob. Yet he commanded the skies, opened the doors of heaven. He rained down manna. Man ate the bread of angels. He rained down meat like dust and winged birds like sand of the seas. They ate and were well filled. Before the craving was satisfied, his anger rose against them. So their days vanished like a breath, their years in terror. When he killed them, they sought him. They repented and earnestly sought God. But they flattered him with their mouths. Their hearts were not steadfast. Yet he, being compassionate, remembered they were but flesh. How often they rebelled and grieved him in the desert. They forgot his works, the wonders he showed their fathers. He turned their rivers to blood they could not drink. He sent swarms of flies, frogs that destroyed them. He struck down every firstborn in Egypt, the first fruits of their strength. He led them like sheep, guided them in the wilderness like a flock. He led them in safety while the sea overwhelmed their enemies. He brought them to his holy land and settled the tribes of Israel. They tested him again in Canaan, turned like a treacherous bow. They provoked him with their high places, moved him to jealousy with idols. God heard and was full of wrath. He forsook his dwelling at Shiloh and his glory into the hand of the foe. Then the Lord awoke like a warrior shouting because of wine. He chose David his servant, took him from the sheepfold to shepherd Jacob his people with upright heart and skillful hand.
Everything built on pride will collapse into dust, but the one who keeps walking toward God finds the path never runs out, and the hand that holds you never once loosened its grip. Read Psalms 73, 77, and 78, because this story is still yours. What if every name written in an ancient scroll still mattered today? What if the list of priests, singers, and cities was not random record-keeping, but a divine blueprint built name by name for God's house? 1 Chronicles, chapter 6, 81 verses. Read it and see how God orders everything He loves. 2 seconds. From Levi came 3 sons, Gershon, Kohath, Merari. From these 3, God built His entire priestly house. From Eleazar, the line of high priests stretched on, name after name, generation after generation. Each one appointed to stand before God, each one carrying the weight of a nation on his chest, until the day God allowed the exile, and Ahaz-Zodak walked away into Babylon. Gershon, Kohath, Merari. Their sons spread like branches from one ancient root. Every branch appointed, every name remembered. The scribe writes fast, Libni, Jahath, Zimmah, Joah. Small names, faithful men. God forgot none of them. The line moved quietly, generation by generation. From Kohath, through Korah, through Elkanah, until one name appeared that changed everything. Samuel. One bloodline, one divine thread, pulled from Levi all the way to the prophet who anointed kings. Samuel's sons stood in the priestly place, but the glory of their father's name was fading. God's faithfulness outlasts every earthly legacy. David raised his hand, and worship became an appointment, not an accident. God's house would have singers chosen by a king. Heman stood in the center, eyes closed, lyre in hand, a beam of light falling on him alone. But who was Heman? His roots went deep, through generations of faithful men. Back through Kohath, back through Levi himself. God had been building this singer long before Heman was born. Asaph took his place at the right, bronze cymbals raised. His calling was loud, his position appointed by God. Ethan stood at the left, his voice lifted toward the sky. 3 singers, 3 positions, one God who placed them all. The rest of the Levites received their duties: water, wood, incense, offering. Faithful work, invisible to most, seen fully by God. Aaron's sons held the altar. They burned the offerings. They carried the sins of the people into the fire, so that Israel could stand before a holy God. This was not a duty chosen by men. God appointed Aaron's line for this sacred and dangerous work. The Levitical cities of Aaron. The land was divided. Aaron's descendants received their cities by name, by border, by tribe.
God's order reached all the way into the map. Kohath's remaining clans received their portion. Cities marked, borders drawn, names recorded. Nothing was left to chance in God's distribution. Among Kohath's cities were cities of refuge, real cities, real borders, real gates. These were not ordinary places. Their gates were commanded open for anyone who fled. God did not just give his servants land. He gave them cities that became mercy for strangers. Jershon received his cities in the north. Merari received his portion in the east. The scroll rolls closed. Every tribe placed, every servant settled, every name kept. You heard the names. You saw the crown fall into ashes. You followed the bloodline from Levi all the way to Samuel. You stood with the singers in the light, and you saw the gates that God never commanded shut. This was not a list. This was a blueprint. God builds his house name by name, duty by duty, city by city. Read it for yourself. 1 Chronicles chapter 6, 81 verses that prove God forgets no one.
What if celebration and silence could both be prayers? What if one voice shouts with joy while another sinks in darkness, and both are heard by the same God? 4 Psalms, 4 realities: calling, rebellion, darkness, and rain. Psalms 81, 88, 92, and 93. Read them and see the full range of a soul before God. The trumpet sounds. A call rises into the night, loud, unashamed. Sing aloud to God our strength. Joy is not quiet here, it is commanded. This was no human tradition, it was a decree written by God himself. In Egypt, he heard their burdened cry. He removed the weight from their shoulders, hands set free from baskets. You called in trouble, and I delivered you. From slavery to answered prayer. Hear me, O Israel. Open your mouth wide, and I will fill it. There is no other God, no other source, no divided loyalty. But my people did not listen. They walked away from the one who fed them. So I gave them over to their own stubborn hearts. They followed their own counsel and missed my provision. I would have fed you with the finest wheat, with honey from the rock. I would have satisfied you. O Lord, God of my salvation, I cry out day and night before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline ear to my cry. My soul draws near to death. My life draws near to the grave. I am counted among those who go down to the pit, a man with no strength left. You have put me in the lowest pit, in darkness, in the depths. Your wrath lies heavy on me. Your waves crash over me again and again. Will the dead rise to praise you? Will the darkness declare your wonders? But I cry to you, O Lord, in the morning. My prayer comes before you. Why do you reject my soul? Why hide your face from me? Your wrath has swept over me. Your terrors have destroyed me. Lover and friend, you have taken from me. Darkness is my closest friend. It is good to give thanks to the Lord, to sing praises to your name, to declare your love in the morning and your faithfulness by night. Your works are great, O Lord. Your thoughts are very deep. The wicked may rise like grass. They may flourish for a moment, but they are doomed to destruction forever.
You, O Lord, are on high forever. You have exalted my horn like a wild ox. I am anointed with fresh oil. My eyes have seen my enemies fall. Strength has returned to me. The righteous flourish like the palm tree. They grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of the Lord, they still bear fruit, even in old age. The Lord reigns. He is robed in majesty. The world is established. It cannot be moved. Your throne is from everlasting. The floods have lifted up their voice, but mightier than the waves. The Lord on high is mighty. You heard the trumpet calling to joy. You stood in the silence where no answer came. You saw the wicked rise and fade like dust, and you looked up to a throne above every storm. This is the journey of the soul, from celebration to questioning to restoration to certainty. Read it for yourself. Psalms 81, 88, 92, and 93. 4 voices, one unshaken God.
Of strength, failure, and consequence. What if every tribe recorded was building toward a crown that would not last? Generations rise, warriors gather, cities are restored, and one king falls. 1 Chronicles chapters 7 to 10. Read them and see how legacy is built and how it is lost. The scroll opens again. Issachar's sons are counted, strong and ready for battle. Numbers rise, strength recorded, name by name. Firm and rising, Benjamin's line stands, warriors trained for the bow. Prepared hands, hearts ready for the fight. Quiet strength. In quiet places, life still rises. Names grow even from hard ground. Manasseh's line continues. Naphtali's house stands firm. What seems hidden is still growing. What seems weak is still held by God. Gentle, honoring. 5 daughters, not forgotten. Names written where few expected them. In the record of men, God remembers them, standing firm in their place. Rising, prophetic. A line continues toward leadership. From Ephraim, a future deliverer rises. Joshua, a name carried forward through generations. What begins in obscurity can lead a nation. God prepares leaders long before they stand.
Asher's clans increase, men of valor fit for war. Prepared for battle, ready when called. The record narrows. Benjamin's line is traced carefully. Every name placed, every branch accounted for. From this line, strength arises, deliverers formed in silence. What is small can still strike with power. They took their place, they settled the land and held it. Ground claimed not by chance, but by calling. When God gives a place, it must be established. Standing firm makes it permanent. The line continues. Names flow one into another. Generation after generation. Nothing lost, nothing skipped.
A lineage rises toward a throne. From Jael, the line builds upward toward Saul, a king in waiting. The crown is not sudden. It is carried through generations. The line stretches forward. Footsteps continue into the distance, but not all paths lead to honor. After loss,
comes return. Israel comes back to their cities. Ruins begin to rise again. Restoration begins. Names are written again. Families restored to their place. Order returns. Life begins again. The priests stand again before the altar in their place. Fire returns. Worship rises once more. What was broken is not forgotten. God restores what is set apart for Him. The Levites return. Servants of the house take their place. Faithful roles restored. Quiet service continues. They stand at the gates, watching, guarding, waiting. Entrusted with the doors of God's house, nothing enters without their watch. Faithfulness is not always seen, but it is always required. Every vessel counted, every item placed in order. Sacred things handled with care, nothing treated lightly. The singers remain. Day and night, their work continues. Worship does not stop. It lives within the house. The line is written again. Saul's name returns into focus. What was rising is now remembered for what comes next. The battle breaks. Israel falls before the Philistines. Saul is struck. The king begins to fall. The army scatters. The people flee. Cities stand empty. Silence fills the land. The armor is taken, displayed in a foreign temple. The king's strength now a trophy. His defeat made public. So Saul died for his unfaithfulness. He did not seek the Lord, and the kingdom was taken from him. You saw the names rise like a great scroll. You watched tribes grow and cities return. You stood at the gates and before the altar, and you saw a crown fall to the ground. This is legacy, built through generations, but lost in a moment of disobedience. Read it for yourself. 1 Chronicles, chapters 7 to 10, where every name matters and every choice carries weight.
Let go of all your anxious tomorrows and leave behind your future sorrows. Find the peace this moment holds so true. Each day enough for me and you.